Hello everybody, it's the King, back here with another video, and today guys, we are back with Marvel Future Fight, and this is actually going to be a rant video, because I have an idea for Marvel Future Fight, alright? And like, I can go post it on the forums, or I can go make a Reddit account and like post it on Reddit, or I can make a video on it and save myself all that typing, because let's be honest, I'm an illiterate. No, I'm not actually illiterate, imagine. No, I have my pet penguin type up all the video titles. But no, so today guys, we are going to be talking about, if you haven't guessed from the title already, that what Marvel Future Fight can do, what Marvel Future Fight can do to increase, make PvP better. As you can tell, this is being recorded live, so while I'm talking, I'm also trying to clear World Event, because World Event is trash, but I still need the goddamn resources. But ignoring how bad World Event is, that's a whole video for a whole other topic thing. But yeah, so what is the problem with PvP right now? The biggest problem, right, is most of PvP, whether it be Alliance Conquest or like, well, actually, yeah, Alliance Conquest and Battle. Well, actually, even Battle World isn't so much. Alliance Conquest is really the biggest PvP thing. I mean, you have Timeline, but even Timeline fits into this problem too, where autoplay is just bad. Like, autoplay is gonna select a random move, and like, so like, let's say, like, for example, Jean, she prioritizes her 5th and 3rd skills, right? And that's all she does. But let's say she, like, instead of prioritizing the 5th, she she tries to always use the 1st skill and, let's say, the 2nd skill. At least you're getting time freeze off, but like the 1st skill does no damage, and the 2nd skill is only really good when it's paired with like 5th, or like even the 3rd skill. Like, you can use 3 to freeze them, and then you can use what's it called? Then you can just use you can use 2 to freeze them, and then you can use 3 to get a heal off in case like they're doing super amounts of damage to you, and then you'll at least get a couple seconds of healing before they unfreeze. But what, like, that isn't really the big deal here, right? Like, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the autoplay. So here's my idea for Netmarble on how they can fix the autoplay system, and just very simply make it better. Let players choose autoplay. Now, I know what you're thinking, right? We can already choose autoplay. We can choose when to use it, for example, in Timeline. Like, you can go manual, or you can decide to let the computer take over. But the problem is, like, there's a lot of things to do in this game, right? Like, you start off the day, you do your daily missions, you do your special missions, and then, even if you don't, like, you need to do special missions for bios at the very least, right? That's a free, like, 40, 50 bios. And if you're building tier 3s constantly, then yes, you need those bios. But like, you do your daily missions, you do your special missions, you move on, you do villain seeds for the clear tickets, you do timeline battle, you do your legendary quests for the little bit of bios, you get some gold out of it, you know what I mean? Now, oh my god, I completely forgot Spider-Man goes invisible. I completely, like, oh, I don't use Spider-Man enough. Like, the uniform was just so bad. But whatever. What the? Bruh, I have no idea what I was saying. If you guys are new to this channel, this usually happens. I go on random tedious rants, and they make no sense to anybody but myself. But, oh yeah, I was talking about how you could select autoplay. Okay, so there's too many things to do, right, in this game. Like, if you've played this game for even over 2 weeks, you realize that there's way too many things for you to do. You have to focus on so many things that it's almost impossible to keep track of all of them. So most players just use clear tickets, right? They use clear tickets to get rid of all of it, just make their lives easier. It'll be that simple, right? Like, you just use clear tickets, get rid of special missions, but you run out of clear tickets. And then if you use, like, you can't use clear tickets to do PvP, right? You could set it up so it autoplays by itself, but even that takes clear tickets. But then the problem with autoplay is the autoplay system is really bad. It's like super stupid. Like, that's the, like, if you put like a super good, like, my tier 3 Iron Man can kill almost anybody, right? And I say that with confidence. Like, I've killed a Jean with a 5th skill. Like, a tier 3 Jean versus my tier 3 Iron Man, I used 1 5th skill and killed her. Like, and then, like, I dodged around and then used the 2nd and 5th skill and then killed her for her 2nd life. So, like, you can make some very clutch plays because we're human and we're intelligent. But But the autoplay system, it'll just continuously use a skill, and then it'll use the next skill, and then it's just trying to wait for the first skill it used to come off of cooldown, basically. So like there's all these strategies about like, oh, give a specific character this amount of cooldown, or don't give them any cooldown, so they like, you know what I mean? Like, for example, you don't want if you're using Jean with autoplay. Yeah, I've heard people be like, oh, you don't want to give her skill cooldown. Like, sorry, you do want to give her skill cooldown. Like, it doesn't matter because she prioritizes her 5th and 3rd. So you can just leave it on autoplay for Jean and she'll basically take care of it herself. But like especially if you have high skill cooldown, then it's 5, 3, and then it'll go right back to 5. But that isn't for everybody. My Iron Man's autoplay, it'll prioritize his 2nd skill and his 1st. What is his 2nd skill going to do? Nothing. His 2nd skill does absolutely nothing. So let me get to the point, right? After 6 minutes of explaining why we need this, let me explain what it would do. The player has like a customizable setting, right? So let's say we can go like into the team thing, right? We click on a specific character, so we click on Iron Man. We go to the skills, right? Like, let's say, like, underneath, like, at the very bottom, like, maybe next to preview skills, or, like, maybe there's a little icon here next to the question mark, you know? I don't really know, okay? But I feel like it should be on this page. You let's say this, alright? Like, you click customize skills, right? And then you go into it, and it's like, oh, cool. You know, this is how you customize some skills or whatever. Like, and what do I mean by customize skills? You choose what skills you want the AI to prioritize. So for example, let's say that this if you're watching the video right now, you should go onto the actual like image. If you guys are watching the video but you're doing something multitasking, then you should go onto the video right now to see what I'm doing, right? So like, let's say these skills are the skill customization GUI, right? So you toggle what skills you wanted to like go for, right? So like, I'm gonna toggle 5, and then it'll like pop up with a number 1. And like, actually, wait 1 second. Well, I was gonna try to do something, but that isn't gonna work, so nah, whatever. But let's say like I click 5, right, like this, and now there's like a number 1 next to it, right? And I click number 4, and there's a number 2 next to it. And I click 3, and there is a number 3 next to it, right? So then, and then I click save, right? And then I go into like whatever, and I set them to autoplay. Now the AI will try to prioritize 5, 4, and then 3, and then it'll try to go back into 5. But if 5 still isn't on cooldown, it'll then do a random skill. Now, sure, this doesn't give us the, like, it doesn't give us the intelligence of being able to move away from danger when, like, somebody's using a very OP skill. Like, for example, Captain Marvel's 4th skill, you can move away from it to take less damage. Of course, the AI isn't smart enough to do this. But this still gives you a level of control, right? It makes PvP a lot more, like, I'd love to be able to leave my characters on autoplay and timeline, and at least hope for, like, 5 out of 10 wins, right? But I can't. I can put them on autoplay and I'll get 1 out of 10 wins. So I can even in Alliance Conquest, right? Like I put this Iron Man in there, right? Like he has 44,000 HP, like almost 30,000 energy attack, right? This man's a beast, right? Like I actually can one-shot anybody with this 5th skill. It's insane, especially if I use 3 first to get that increase damage to supervillains, and then 5, it's insane, dude. It's actually Thanos beware. Okay, that's all I can say. This is insane. Well, like, what's it called? So like, if I could just get Iron Man to prioritize his 5th in Alliance Conquest, he comes out and he immediately uses his 5th. It's game over. Nobody can beat me. But he doesn't. He prioritizes his 2nd skill. He uses 2, and then he uses 1, and then for some reason, if 2 isn't off cooldown yet, he'll use 3. And then he'll go right back into 1 or 2. Like, it's stupid. It's actually stupid. Like, autoplay needs to rework, and this is what I recommend for it, right? You get to pick what skills that are prioritized. That way, like, just PvP in a whole will be better, because you can just autoplay it. Alliance Conquest will get a huge improvement. Like, anything that requires autoplay will get better. Even Battle World, right? Like, you control the main character, right? Like, the first person, But everybody else, the other 4 characters or 5 characters that you bring in, no, sorry, 4. The other 4 characters that you bring in there won't be able to do anything. Well, they just, because they're all on autoplay. Most of the only person I've seen, like I've already said, that can do anything at all is Jean. Jean Grey does really good. Like if you put your main person as the person you're controlling and put Jean as your second, you won't really die. Jean's got your back. But yeah, that's what I'm think would be a great PvP improvement. Tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. And if you guys somehow made it to the end of this video with all of my muttering and stuttering, because I don't even know. Whenever I try to make a video like this and it gets over like 4 minutes, I start stuttering over my words. But yeah, guys, that's all for today's video. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the like button, comment down below, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.